Welcome to the Oss-So Crazy podcast, brought to you by Ranked Soap Company. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the Oss-So Crazy podcast. I'm here with the other hosts, Jessica the Backpack Buckman and Jochecha Hako. My name's Aditya Nair. These guys call me Deets. Most of my teammates call me Darkness. First off, we'd like to introduce our podcast. And our podcast is a Jiu Jitsu podcast. However, our material will not be limited strictly to Jiu Jitsu. So expect to hear anything and everything on here.
Expect the unexpected.
All right, so before we get to our first guest, we are going to introduce you guys to our hosts. So if you follow us on our social media pages, Facebook, the Oss-So Crazy Podcast, or our Instagram at the Oss-So Crazy Podcast, you will have seen some information about our hosts. But today we are going to delve in a little bit deeper. Let's start with Joe. So Joe, what got you started in Jiu Jitsu?
Actually, I was listening to a lot of Joe Rogan podcasts, and that's what got me really started into it because I really liked his...
So we're in the right line of work here with the podcasts.
Yeah, we're right perfect. That's like podcast, jiu-jitsu, it's like all coming together, one full circle for me.
That's great. So how's your journey been so far?
It's been a lot of fun, interesting, learning from the first time I ever rolled till now. I still remember not even knowing how to even start a fight. You taught me. That was Jessica actually taught me how to. A little slap the hands, bump the fist, and let's go.
Yeah, Jessica does that. She teaches a lot of people a lot of things. I've learned a lot myself.
Well, thank you guys. I'm happy to help.
She is a world champion after all.
Yeah, from there I started coming and I really enjoyed it. The friendships are even better than just even learning, it's just great friends. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
You're a dear pal, Joe.
Oh, thank you very much.
All right, that's great.
What about Deets? Tell us about your journey. How'd you get started in jiu-jitsu?
Well, I actually started a long time ago, but I sort of fell off the bandwagon. When I started, Jessica was like a baby. She was like...
I was not a baby?
She was a baby. She was like 2 years old. And
I definitely was not 2.
All right, she was like 13, and she didn't speak yet.
I did speak.
I never heard it.
Because I wasn't friends with you. You weren't cool enough. It's okay. You've gotten cooler.
All right, so when I first did jiu-jitsu several years ago, I was really inconsistent. I didn't really show up. I didn't really have a passion for it yet. But something about it like drew me back in. And in 2014, like late 2014, I decided, I wanted to stick with it. And the rest is basically history.
You became a world champion, which is really cool.
Master 1 world champion. There's a difference. I'm an old man champion.
How about Jessica? Jessica, what got you started in all this?
Well, I started training when I was 11 because my dad used to do judo when he was younger.
Was he a black belt too?
He was a brown belt in judo.
Iron Mike, the brown belt.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yep. So actually, when I was really young, we used to play around in our living room, and he would teach me some like forward rolls or pins and stuff like that. And
really?
Yeah. And that's what like kind of started the fire, and because that was always my favorite thing to do.
And you never did judo though, right? You always did BJJ?
No. I did. I took a few judo classes once I started jiu-jitsu, but never before that. But yeah, so over time, like we decided to actually find a school where I could learn more and train with other people.
And where was that school? Was Comprido's the very first
Was that
teacher
your first?
you had?
Yeah, Comprido. I've always trained with Comprido. He used to be in Palatine, which is where I live. And so that's how we found him. It was only like 5 minutes away from our house. And
you followed him ever since then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then did you ever, so like you just, when you're in high school and you're winning all these tournaments, did any of the high school coaches try to get you to start wrestling?
No,
Did they even know that you were this little champion?
Probably not, because really, like, my whole school career, like, when I was in 6th grade, that's when I started jiu-jitsu, and from then, I never really talked about it. I wouldn't even wear, like, jiu-jitsu shirts or anything
So humble.
until...
Oh,
yeah,
really?
the humble champion.
Yeah, just the
But
humble champion.
I started talking about it more, like, when I was in high school, probably, like, freshman year or, like, sophomore year, just because, like, by that time, like, I was like, I don't care what people think. This is, like, my life, so I can't talk about anything else with people. So.
Right, true, yeah.
It becomes the topic of all of our
Yeah.
conversations.
I wore jiu-jitsu shirts every single day, like.
Seriously, and none of the
crazy.
wrestlers came. I would figure wrestlers would say something like, "Hey, why don't you come out for the team or something?" I mean, you
I
have
don't
the
know.
basics.
I mean, that would have been cool, but I didn't have time because I would travel like 30 minutes to go to Compritos after school and then do my homework and stuff like that. So it was a lot.
A lot. That's a lot. Yeah.
So adding wrestling onto that would have been a little bit much.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a nice little journey.
Yeah, thank you.
And what's your goal? Like, is your goal yours and Dietz? Are you guys all? Is both your goals to open up your own academy one day as black belt champions?
Well, I don't know about Jess, but it's not necessarily like a clear goal in my mind. I have other things going on, but Jess, how about you? Is that one of your goals?
It's so like when I first started jiu-jitsu, I loved it right away, and really like from early on, basically like from the moment I found out Comfrito was a world champion, I decided I was going to be a world champion too, and at the black belt level.
So let me interrupt you there for a second. Is this man your hero?
Yes.
Are you going to try for ADCC?
Yes. So that's
Are you?
another one of my goals. So my main
Because you've
two,
won every possible tournament there is.
well, at blue belt, kind of.
God, you almost won
but-
like you did Pan Am's, Worlds, Chicago. I think you won almost every tournament as a blue belt.
Except for Nogi Worlds. That one escaped me. But it's okay.
That's okay. We can get
It's
that
okay.
one.
But,
Don't worry, I got that one
but
covered
my
for you.
goals are all... Yes, thank you, Deeds. Like, when I think about my main goals, I always think about, like, black belt because that's really the only thing that matters. And so my main goals are to be, like, a multiple-time black belt world champion in IBJJF and ADCC. And then the end goal is to also open up my own school and, you know, because I love to teach and I love
Yeah, if
teaching
anyone doesn't notice,
kids.
Jess is also the kids instructor too.
Yes.
At Computer
Oh,
BJJ.
one of them.
One of
yeah.
them, one of them.
Me and Marcelo now.
One thing we forgot to mention is that all three of us do train at Comprito BJJ, and we all got our belts this last time around on the same day.
We're all the graduating class.
Yes,
we are
wow.
graduating class of 2018.
That is so beautiful.
Jess and I got our purple belts together, and Joseph Hako, Jochacha Hako,
I got my
got
blue
his
belt.
blue belts.
Yes.
I'd like to take this moment now just to thank all our followers on Facebook and Instagram. I believe right now on Facebook we've eclipsed
300 likes plus. So, which is awesome because we haven't even released the first episode at this point. And how's Instagram doing, Jess?
Yeah, we're at over 200 last I checked.
So, big thank you for everyone for just supporting us just out of basically friendship. It's a lot of people, you know, I think
Or faith in us.
our faith in us, yes. You guys have a lot of faith in us, and we appreciate that very much. And I know not everyone that is following is even part of the whole jiu-jitsu thing, and that's really cool because they'll get to see a little bit more, hear a little bit more about jiu-jitsu and stuff, and they'll also
maybe even think about joining themselves.
yeah. And, you know, again, it's not going to be centralized around jiu-jitsu and jiu-jitsu alone. We're going to be doing all sorts of different things here. So, once again, thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
We also want to give a huge shout out to our sponsor, Rank
Soap Company.
Yeah, Rank Soap Company.
Rank Soap Company is a really great idea, and it's marketed to the BJJ community like perfectly. Each bar of soap he has a white, blue, purple, brown, and a black.
Which are the jiu-jitsu ranks for the non-jiu-jitsu people out there.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's packaged super cool. It's wrapped. The wrap's really neat looking. Like the white has a flavor of a sage, a Siberian sage sea salt. Blue has like a blueberry flavor. The purple's gonna have a lilac flavor. The brown's got like an oatmeal, and then the brown's got like an orange pine fragrance.
Oh wow,
That's awesome.
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty neat. So it's like an interesting, great idea. I would have never thought of doing something like that. It's just hats off to him, because I hope it takes off, because it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a real simple idea, but it's really cool.
Let's get him on Shark Tank.
We'll be getting Kevin Devries, who is the owner of Rank Soap Company, as our very first guest for our show, and he'll be able to tell us a little bit more about his company. But before we get him on here, I wanted to introduce him first. So Kevin Devries is a guy that trains out in Carlson Gracie team in Grand Rapids, Michigan, I believe, and he is an active competitor, usually in the Master 1 division at IBJJF. He's a really solid blue belt, really technical, and he does a lot of super fights. So I've seen him compete at grappling games as well as Wanderlust. Now, the real funny thing, you guys, have you ever seen Kevin Devries in his matches?
No, I haven't.
Just on videos.
Okay. So if you ever watch one of his matches, it's been entertaining, especially this year. I believe it was both at grappling games this time around. In the Spring Grappling Games Pro, the match just started off, and I don't know what action happened, but within the first 5 seconds, he ended up kicking the guy in the face, and the guy
On purpose?
On accident.
on accident.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, he's not like out there doing like
I was gonna say.
Matrix moves and kicking people in the head, but on accident, I think he kicked the guy in the face, and the guy verbally tapped. Like,
What?
Really?
It must have been a hard kick.
It didn't look like it from our perspective, but we don't know if the guy got a concussion from it or not. You know,
Whoa.
You've had something like that happen where
Yeah,
you've
so I
had,
didn't get kicked.
yeah, but. I personally thought the verbal tap was a little extreme, but it was.
He just
But
yelled tap.
He yelled tap, yeah. And Kevin, of
What?
course, won that from just the decision because the guy tapped, you know.
Well, then he won by submission.
He did
technically.
win by submission, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Was it the fight of the night and bonus?
It should
He
have
got a
been.
$500 bonus.
Yeah, $500 bonus for Kev.
Now, the funny thing is, this sort of repeated itself. Now, we had the Summer Grappling Games Pro, and I was announcing on that one, so I got to watch this happen up close. And Kevin's opponent knee raped him, which was against the rules because it was in the gi, blue belt in the gi. And the guy knee raped him, and then Kevin won by DQ. So it's
Wow.
like he's coming out
Go
from
Kevin.
Michigan.
It's either going to be DQ or verbal submissions.
This guy's driving all the way from Michigan.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Coming out for a super fight in Chicago, and he wins by kicks to the head and DQs, and it's all seems to be like it's all things that are out of his control
Yeah.
too. It's not like
Definitely.
he definitely didn't mean to kick the guy, and
And that usually doesn't result in
Yeah.
a person verbally tapping.
Right,
It's usually
right.
just like,
Yeah, it does happen. I mean, even if
yeah,
you,
it happens
if,
a lot.
If you roll even with a Rohan, you're going to accidentally get kicked.
many times. Yes.
Yeah, it just happens on accident. You just got to know it's coming.
Yeah. You should have seen his face when he won by that decision. It's the second time, right? The decision, the DQ.
DQ?
Yeah. When he won by that DQ, he just looked so disappointed. He's like, why does this happen to me?
He's the chosen one
Yes.
to win without fighting.
So that's Kevin Devries, and we'll get him on here and we'll spam him with questions.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Great idea. Oh, here it is. Rank this calling us, folks.
snap.
Okay. Here we go.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, buddy. You're live with us.
Hey.
Oh, great. How you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about
Good.
yourself?
Good.
Good. Hey, so we're going. We're talking to you now. We had to go on speakerphone on my phone in order to get this to work right now. But we'll try to edit it and make it sound as professional as we can for right now.
Yep.
All right, sounds great.
Hey, so first off, we did a little bit of an introduction for you, which you'll hear. We mentioned your super fights and how you win by DQs and weird circumstances like kicking a guy in the face and stuff.
Yeah, it's always something.
But real quick, let's start off with. Why don't you explain to us about
how you got
soap?
started? Yeah, how the rank soap gets started, and it's a super neat idea. So we were just talking about it right before you got on too.
Well, obviously the idea is out there in grappling for soap. I mean, there's a lot of different soap companies. But then for me, I was looking for ways to fund ticket sales and ways to get to Master Worlds. And my girlfriend was making soaps, and so I thought maybe I'd sell some to my team, and I did, and then I just thought I could scale it up, and then from there, Rank Soap was born.
That's cool. Yeah, it's just a sharp idea. I mean, really is, with the different colors to match the belts, the rankings, and it's neat.
And they look really nice too.
Yeah, the packaging is
Yeah, they really
fantastic.
do.
Packaging.
Yeah,
is
we're going to be having our own black packaging that's coming up. It's going to be really nice. It's going to make getting the bars out of the packaging way easier.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'll really. And I noticed too, they all have different flavors or scents, you want to call it, I guess. Like blue being blueberry.
Fragrances.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, each one has its own. We have our white is Siberian sage. Our blue is a blueberry scrub. Our purple is a lilac. Our
Brown is like an
brown.
oatmeal.
Yeah, vanilla oatmeal.
Okay.
And then our black is a very distinguished pine tar and charcoal. That's my personal favorite.
What's your top seller out of those out of the rankings?
I would say probably the blueberry.
Blueberry, huh? Yeah, it's a sharp.
Okay.
It's I would think that's pretty sharp.
Is it just because of the blue belt population being sort of in that in that stage of jiu-jitsu?
So. We're pretty stigmatized as we have to buy you put something blue on it and we're buying it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think even the packaging, like how you have the logo and stuff, how you match each bar of soap, that was really pretty cool idea. I mean, it's a nice developed idea. I hope it brings you much success, that's for sure, and pays for all your tournaments and then some.
Yeah, we'll be coming out with the kids belts and new flavors for those too.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, that's cool. There you go. That's pretty
awesome.
neat.
Yeah, we've had overwhelming demand for that at the tournaments.
Oh, cool.
So
And
we're
then-
gonna meet that.
Now you set up booths at all tournaments, or which ones do you go to do this, and what region?
It's pretty much any tournament that I've competed at. I mean, through the time, I'm just kind of using my connections that I've made to meet. I mean, you just kind of know who the tournament directors are after you compete for a while, and I've kind of just contacted them and got my way in that way.
Okay. Do you have your booth at federations? At the IBJJF?
Hopefully, yeah, I think we will this at Chicago. We will have a table.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Nice.
That'd be really nice, yeah.
Now, you and your girlfriend run it, you said?
Yes, she
Okay.
definitely helps out a ton.
Cool.
Oh, that's nice too, because then
She's the main salesman too, definitely at the tournaments. She does.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because aren't you usually compete then, right?
You're in a battle, and
Yeah, she's the people person.
That's good.
I mean, you could be a pretty decent salesman yourself. Like, you're rolling with someone, you're like, man, you reek. Here's some soap.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
It
I've been
works.
trying to give everyone I compete against a bar too.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
really nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah.
And then can a blue belt use a purple bar? That's the question.
Oh. Joe, stay
Might
away
be a
from our
limited-
bars.
Might be a little limited business that way, but
You cannot buy this.
Oh, that's funny. What tournaments you're going to be coming up in? Anything soon that we'll be seeing you in?
I'll be doing Chicago gi and no gi,
Oh, cool.
and then I'll be doing Master Worlds.
Ooh,
Oh,
good
nice.
luck.
Good night.
Now, which weight division and age division are you in?
I'll be doing Master 1 Light for Chicago, and then Master 1 Blue Feather for Worlds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, feather. So you're going to cut weight?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to lose some weight. This last couple pounds, though, isn't too much fun.
You probably got so clean with those soaps that you can't like shave off like bacteria weight or anything anymore, right?
Maybe you just scrub really hard with that black belt one. You can get a little more.
That's That's the weight cut plan for me.
And
Just scrub all the bacteria.
Scrub it all up.
I've never tried that before.
And Kevin, and then as a full-time job, I seen on your profile you're a teacher as well.
Yes, I was working for Grand Rapids Community College, and I just graduated, and I will be teaching Head Start in the fall.
That's fantastic. That's good.
Cool.
That's awesome. And what's cool about that too, probably give you some free time too to just continue your BJJ journey.
Yeah, definitely.
And still continue running Rank Soap and have that grow and become super popular and start wearing patches, wearing the Rank Soap patch and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely the second outlet.
Oh yeah.
So I've seen you and your girlfriend post a lot of cat pictures on Facebook. Right now we've got a cat in the studio and he's about to try to knock off a few mics off the stand and stuff. So so we'll have to cut out those portions where the cat decides to start making noise and tear things down. You know how those creatures are. He's already trying to get to the mic.
Yeah, for sure.
How many
we were
cats
at a Happy Cat Cafe yesterday.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Now, how many do you have?
We just have one, but there at that cat cafe they had like 12.
Okay.
Whoa, what's a cat cafe?
Yeah,
I didn't
what
see
is
that one.
that?
Did I miss it? Yeah.
Oh, it's like a coffee house that has cats.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's like a
What?
it's
like a hangout?
Japanese thing, or it might even be
Yeah, it's
Korean.
like
Jess,
the-
you should
Wait,
know
it's
about it.
Korean?
It might be.
Ah.
Wait, people bring their cats, or there's just cats
No,
there?
it's like an adoption agency. You can go like visit the cats, and then you can apply to adopt them.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
okay.
It's really cool. Yeah. And I believe it did come out in Japan actually first.
Oh, okay.
I think
Okay.
Japan had it for like 20 years or something.
Oh, wow.
Really?
I might be making that up. So
Are there a lot in America?
I don't think there's
I've
any
never
around
heard
Chicago.
one.
I don't
There's
think.
Yeah.
Is
two
it?
in the West Michigan area.
Really?
Oh,
Oh.
interesting. I'll have to look that up.
Michigan's all
I'm
about the
sure
felines,
there's
huh?
some in Chicago somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. So you guys go there a lot just to hang out with cats and drink coffee? Do you like the coffee or do you like the cats?
I probably just like the coffee, and I mean the cats are fun. My girlfriend's definitely way more of a cats girl than I am a cats guy.
Yeah, Dietz has got the laser beam over here too to keep him away from some of the mics.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a laser beam laying around here too somewhere.
Would laser beams work against aliens? Which cats are.
Part aliens, yes.
Aliens and white belts, easy to distract.
A lot of our viewers could be white belts. They might get offended. Just be politically correct around white belts.
Yeah, but that's cool. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to meet up with you that Saturday for was it Naga? Was it
New Breed?
Yes.
New breed.
You won the gold though, I think, in that one. Then you actually fought.
Yeah, I
me.
ended up jumping into that tournament, right? Somebody was going to get disqualified, and I asked if I could take their spot, and they let me jump in.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the nice thing about the smaller tournaments. I mean, non-federation tournaments, they'll let you do stuff like that, which is really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there's definitely a place for that, and then the more formal.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Anything you want to add, Kev, at all to it that maybe our viewers could or listeners can know more
We're
about?
gonna be having the 616 Club is what I'm gonna call it, and it's gonna be every 6 weeks for $16. You can get 6 bars of soap,
Wow, that's
Okay.
a great deal.
Yeah, really good deal.
Yeah.
and then the 616 is also my home area code.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, cool.
So you're all sorts of creative.
That's pretty
Yeah.
good. That's a great idea.
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna be launching, and then along with the ranked team, with each athlete will have like their discount code, like you guys will have for the podcast, and then 10% off for the purchase and 10% back to the athlete.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you hear that, guys? You'll be getting some nice discounts for listening to
Yeah.
us.
You can stay clean now.
Yep.
Be clean. Don't roll dirty.
Yes.
And then You can also lose some weight by cutting out that bacteria weight.
Yes, that is a little known secret in the weight cutting world.
As you can see, the CEO is able to cut in 2 weeks.
That's
it's a
amazing.
Dramatic one full weight class, which
exactly.
is it's got to be the soap.
Gotta be the soap.
Gotta be the soap. Yeah.
There's your new slogan.
Works for weight loss too? ?
Yeah, but it's nice. So I'm glad you came on so that everyone can, get to know you and understand your company, and hopefully everyone starts jumping on board. And
You started this year, right?
Yeah, just a couple months ago.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's even better. That's even more impressive.
Really, really
Yeah.
picking up.
Who are some of the athletes that you sponsor?
So far, we have Antoine Evans, Izzy. We have
Are is he? Like,
From Movimento?
yes, you're Izzy. Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. So-
Rudy.
Okay, it's Carlson Gracie, right?
Yes.
Yep. We're trying to get a scattered of teams.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a point to not make it.
A certain team, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Which is actually another reason why we wanted you on here as our first guest rather than a Braza guy, because we already have 3 hosts here that are on our team. I mean, like, we're well trained together, but it's nice having someone else as our guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you get different views and all that stuff that come with it, which is cool.
Yeah, I love being able to connect with the community, not just one team.
So who's doing the wrapping for your bars and stuff? Are you guys doing it yourself, and you just get it printed where it's just flat sheets, and then you guys cut it and wrap the bars yourself, or?
We have a manufacturer for our
Oh, wow.
packaging and for our soap, and so each should come separate, and then we package it in-house.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great
That
idea.
is a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and then we will be pressing, soon we will be making our own custom mugs and
Whoa.
drawstring bags.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
That's crazy.
I always use a drawstring bag I bring it to class every single day. Right now I have my IBJJF Nogi Worlds one, but it is falling apart, so I will definitely take the rank soap version.
We have to find one coming up soon. We will have one for you.
All right, awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I like to carry my water bottles and all my junk in those. And
True, yeah.
I can't live without one of those for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super handy.
They are.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
Hey, we were thinking about it. We're like, why did we even call Skype? We could have just called via normal cell phone at this point.
Yeah, once we decided to switch platforms.
Yeah. But we wanted to say, say thank you again for being our first sponsor. And we're going to
First
be.
guest.
Yeah, that's
First
awesome.
of
Thank
many.
you guys. It'll work out for both of us.
Yeah, it's going to be
absolutely.
really neat. And I think throughout the rest of the year, we'll be calling you. And, whenever we have something on or something, we might just say, hey, Kev, be near your phone this day at such and such. Maybe we'll give you a call if you're available,
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll jump in anytime, any topic, pretty much.
Cool. I know you're good friends with Seavers, the Seavers, right? So
Yeah.
we're probably having them on episode 2, I believe. So
Yeah.
Nice.
we might get you on board with that too, because I'm sure conversation will.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, yeah, they're a
exciting,
blast. They're a good.
Oh, so crazy.
Yeah, so crazy.
Oh yeah, once you get it going.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like the more we get it going, and we're all friends,
Once
it's gonna be fun.
Daniel throws in a few F-bombs.
Yeah, we usually put
Oh,
a.
she will.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had to put a parental advisory on her episode.
Yeah, it'll be rated R.
Rated R.
Every other episode, G, PG, maybe a few PG-13s
Every
in there.
episode done is an
Well,
R.
it could be ranked R.
Rated R. Yes. Yeah, we could also put a timer, like how fast she drops her first F bomb.
That'd be
That would
great.
be awesome.
Yeah, but thanks again, and
You
then
should have a counter for her.
yeah, do the counter, for every. That's great. Yeah, it's like we figure we just call you right back and just say, hey, thanks again, and then we'll be in touch and just thanks again. That's
Yeah,
really.
thanks, Kevin.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, take care, Kev.
And you as well.
Bye bye.
See you guys.
All right, guys, so that was Kevin Devries from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Carlson Gracie team, Master 1 Blue Belt, light to featherweight. Before we wrap up, Jess has a really important question. Jess, go ahead.
All right, guys, get ready. What is your favorite candy?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm going with. I'm a big fan of the Kit Kat.
Really?
Break them a piece.
Yeah, because you can break them apart and stuff and get all fancy with it.
True.
And then you can eat sort of like the layer, like a little bit of the layer, and you get the waffle part of it, or I think wafer part. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it tastes good.
I'm stuck up, so I kind of like Lindt and Cadbury's. And
Oh my
Lindt.
God.
Whoa.
I don't even know what wow.
Dang, that's like really upper class here, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that is really
it
upper
has
class.
if it's not from Switzerland, it's not chocolate.
Oh, damn.
Okay. We've got a chocolate snob here.
Yes. Yes.
It's what did they call it? We have advanced taste buds.
Sophisticated
taste buds.
Yeah, okay.
What about you, Jess? What do you care for?
Well, I haven't had I guess real candy in a while, but my favorite would be like Snickers or peanut M&Ms. Those are great. But I also like.
Any specific color M&M?
You know what? They all taste the same to me. I'm
What
not
about
sure.
Green tastes different.
Green,
I
really?
think you're thinking of Skittles, dude.
No,
Yeah, I think
green,
so.
right?
I don't really
You're
like
very
Skittles.
confused.
I'm confused
M&Ms
right
They
now.
really all have
chocolate.
the same flavor.
It's just colored differently. Skittles are the ones where they actually have different flavors.
Like oatmeals and cookies.
But guys, if you didn't know,
Chocolate
Joe's a little older than us. He forgets things.
Yes. Masters 3 here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's a long ways up from you guys.
Well, yeah.
I
I
think,
just barely made it to the adult division, so.
I just got the Master 1 last year.
darn, I'm a lot older.
It's okay.
That's okay.
That's good.
I mean, it's.
You're wise.
You add experience to this podcast.
You do.
I try anyways. I don't know.
You were the prime interviewer.
Yes, that was your.
That's
Yeah.
because I've made so many mistakes that I have some good questions to ask. That's where my experience comes
Well,
from.
let's hear about your mistakes. So, what stupid things have you done in your life, Joe?
Oh, there's been a lot. I don't even know where to
Just
start.
list one.
Oh, I don't. It's just. It would be so. It'd be its own podcast on its own. But if
that's
anything
okay.
ever,
Just give us a preview.
just if anything ever strange happens to you, or out of the ordinary, you should be like, this probably's never happened to anyone. Just be like, oh no, it's probably happened to Joe. It's happened to me probably.
Don't keep us hanging here. The suspense
We
is
are,
killing
yeah.
me.
I really want to know.
Oh yeah.
Because
it's
what if I make the mistake that you make, and then I handle it the exact same way as you?
Joe, come on.
I could die.
Usually, you guys will
She could
call me.
die.
I could
prior.
die.
No, it was.
Joe, do you want me to die?
Come on, Joe.
I thought we were friends. I taught you how to slap and bump.
Pump and roll? Yeah. No,
Man,
there's
you'd
been
be
so many-
lost.
Yeah, there's so many. I just would never. I'm put on the spot right now. There's just there's so many that I've made that it's crazy.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right, so let's just pick a specific year. All right.
Okay,
1995, Joe.
1995. Okay, I was just graduating, just about ready to graduate college. Yeah, just about ready to. I think it was
What a
my last
stupid
year.
thing you did.
Yeah, no, it's a year.
Yeah, I would never do that.
I was in my last year. I was in my last year. So I graduated in 91 in high school. So 95, I'm just about ready to graduate college. I think I'm down to my last.
Wow, education. What a mistake.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
was.
Seriously.
No, here's
Trying to
the
get smart
funny
and
part.
Stuff.
In my college, Elmhurst College, they have a requirement swim class. In order to graduate, you must complete the swim course. It's literally like, I don't know, it's like making a donation technically because it's a one-time class. You got to swim X amount of laps, and then that's it.
Joe, did you drown your instructor?
No, it was really odd though. One kid started drowning next to me, and I had to save him.
God.
And that's the purpose of it. So I guess at some point,
Okay, wait.
That's
Did
the
you had to
purpose
save
of-
him, or did you?
no,
put
like
him
okay, so
under?
like you could technically touch the floor. So I'm 6 feet. So I think the pool has to be at least 8 feet. But I was able to bounce off and lift him and push him to the side. So I was on the outside, so I can technically use the wall if I needed to, but I didn't need to. The kid starts sort of like drowning. I grab him and throw him up against the wall. But now I got to complete my course, and I just got done saving this kid.
You would still be required to not
Yeah,
finish?
so I still had to finish.
Oh my
And I'm like,
gosh.
dude, give me a second. Let me redo it. He's like,
Save
no,
your
no.
life, huh?
You just failed
I was
Wow.
like, no, and he wanted to fail me. So now I had to go through all these.
for saving someone.
Yeah, because technically, like, the kid's acting like, oh, no, I wasn't drowning. Or it's like,
Oh.
yeah, you were, dude. You were like, how am I
Come
picking you up
on.
and taking you from one lane all the way to the other lane against the wall here so that you can stop it? But so then they actually wanted you to, I guess at one point in the history of the college, there was a plane that went down into the water and everyone died because they didn't know how to swim. So it's one of the, I don't even know if it still exists because it was so stupid. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. And then I literally had to retake the class. So it was another donation technically because it's not a class.
Okay.
And without it, you can't graduate.
That's horrible. It is.
Yeah, I don't know if
That
it's
doesn't sound like
that,
a mistake on
that
your
wouldn't really even be a solution to the problem because if a plane went down, it doesn't matter if
Yeah,
they know
where
how
do-
to swim.
where
A
do you-
plane just landed in the pool.
in the water. Like, where do you bury the survivors? Right? You don't bury survivors. I mean, if they survived, they'll be okay. But I mean, they didn't. I mean, they, but I could be totally wrong. This is a long time ago. You're talking. Shoot, now it's we're in 2018, so it's been a long time.
23
I'm
years.
assuming it's not like that anymore.
That'd be
But
very
it was really
strange.
weird. So now I go into, it took me 4.5 years and then officially to get my diploma, I had to wait till 5 years because of the way the overlap works. So like in order to finish, you had to, all of a sudden, like by junior year, you have to take all these night classes. So it's like loaded with night classes for the idea of hitting older population. So like we would have like people that are in their 50s in our class trying to get their diploma and stuff. So then I was like, okay, I have one more class to take. And then one of it was swimming too. So it's really weird.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
odd. So then I graduated with my accounting degree, business management degree. And then I think it was like a couple classes away from a finance degree.
So, what we asked about stupid things that you did, it sounds like the stupid thing you did was you saved an idiot.
Yeah. And then I end up having to wait longer to retake a course.
So he grew up and he crashed a plane in the water, and then that's your mistake.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know what ended up happening to that kid because I'd never seen him again. It was really odd. It's like they get, like, I'm not lying. There must have been about 75 people in there all waiting to take their turns into this water.
He's waiting for you at IBJJF. You gotta-
Yeah, maybe.
You
I
have
don't even
to
know.
fight him.
This is
Yeah.
your destiny.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably never recognize him if I ever seen him again in my life. I mean, that's how,
Oh, yeah.
even, it's so long ago.
23 years. Well,
Is
that
it
could
23 years?
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that could age
Dang.
someone. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
I guess the moral of the story is
Jessica-
keep swimming.
yeah, keep swimming. It's a
Jessica
great
didn't even
workout.
exist yet.
I didn't. I was born
Holy
4
cow.
years later.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Man, I'm old. Good thing I try not to look it, so that's the good thing.
Yeah.
You got the youth.
Yeah, and then
I try not to act it.
when I was showing you guys the pictures, we were saying like the more knowledge you get in BJJ, the less hair you have. So I think as I get older, as I get closer to that black belt one day, I think I'll have less and less hair. So there's not
Probably
much
just be
left.
bald.
Yes.
Bald strength is a real thing. Ask Ramses or Escobar.
Really?
Those are two bald people that we train with. One of them is our coach. Yeah.
I'm very strong. Strong like bull. Yeah.
So bald strength is a real thing. Have you guys experienced bald strength?
Like, have I gotten stronger after
no,
balding?
no.
Because I'm not bald.
No, I was not insinuating that.
You mean like rolling with Mark?
Yes, I've experienced rolling with them, and they are
Yeah.
extremely strong.
And their head is extra hard.
Yes,
Like-
yes.
We're actually going to have a bald episode. Escobar and Ramses are going to both come in, and we'll discuss bald strength later, at some time. So that's one of our discussion topics.
Yeah, Ramses has
bald
that
strength.
big, shiny forehead.
Yes, and it radiates light.
It really does.
So-
In all pictures, it's just his forehead.
That'll be for another episode, though.
All right.
So, what about some other stupid things that you've done?
Oh, I have numerous stories.
Jessica, have you ever done anything stupid? No, I'm perfect.
Can't
I've
say
never done-
I have. I don't know.
Like, no, everything I've done has been perfect.
Mine was all before Facebook, so I'm lucky there.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, nothing you did dumb as a child.
Well, I guess I became friends with you two.
Oh!
Oh! Just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, whatever. That's going to be a wrap for our very first episode here.
Episode 1 is complete.
So thanks again for supporting us on social media, and please continue to do so. We will be producing a lot of content coming out soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The podcast will be at least probably bi-weekly for the moment.
Yeah.
If not, we'll try to get it in weekly. And even if the podcasts aren't there, there's going to be material in between. So Don't worry. We'll keep you guys posted.
Stay tuned for episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Of the Oh So Crazy podcast.
Oof.